In a forgotten village, tucked between cracked earth and tired skies, lived a boy with nothing except a will that would not bend. His name was Malik. He didn't have shoes. He didn't have a father. He didn't even have enough to eat. But he had dreams, louder than the voices that told him to give up. Malik's family was barely surviving. His mother worked 2 jobs, cleaning homes by day and sewing clothes by night. Her hands were always cracked, her smile always tired. His little sister, Afia, braided her hair with old string and learned to stay quiet during hunger pangs. They had 1 light bulb in their home, and even that didn't work sometimes. Their father? He had left long ago. Nobody. Just vanished, like so many others who couldn't carry the weight of poverty. At school, Malik was invisible. He wore a faded uniform 2 sizes too small. He borrowed pencils. He always sat at the back, behind kids who brought lunchboxes full of food and hearts full of laughter. Teachers overlooked him. One even told him, "Some kids just aren't meant for books." That day, Malik didn't cry. He just went home and read twice as hard. Most days after class, Malik would run, not home, but into the rice fields, whispering math formulas under his breath as if solving equations could save him. At night, while others slept, he studied by candlelight. Sometimes the candle melted to the floor. Sometimes he read in darkness, memorizing pages by touch. By the time he reached his final year, he was known as the boy who kept failing but never quit. But Malik had a plan. He had built something, a water purifier made entirely from scrap plastic and gravel. People laughed at him. One judge didn't. That one chance, that single spark, turned ridicule into recognition. Malik won the science fair. Then he won a scholarship. Then the world noticed. Newspapers ran his story. Donors stepped in. Malik, the boy who once couldn't afford socks, flew to a city he'd only seen in textbooks. He studied engineering. He built machines that cleaned water for villages like his. But his biggest project wasn't in a lab. It was a school. Years later, Malik returned home, not in a fancy car, but with books under his arms and vision in his heart. He built a small school beneath a tree, where kids like Afia could learn without shame. He taught science using bamboo models. He taught dignity by simply showing up every single day. And when he was finally invited to a national stage to receive an award for innovation, he walked up in his old shoes, the ones he never threw away. In the front row, his mother cried quietly. And behind her, the village stood tall for the first time in years. This isn't a story about a genius. It's not about luck. It's about a boy who fell 100 times and rose 101. A boy who turned rejection into resilience and silence into strength. Because Malik was more than talented, more than determined. Malik was unbreakable.